Please no, my mom watches these videos. No, she doesn't. Alrighty everyone, welcome to Time+Tide once again. My name is Bodna, and before we start, you let me know what you're wearing today. I'm always interested to know that. And before we take an actual look at the watch we've got for you today, it's always interesting to me to see what kind of cultures watches associate with. And G-Shock has always been associated with pop culture, hip hop. You know, we've seen it on the wrists of the likes of Kid Cudi, Lil Wayne, Eminem has a limited edition G-Shock. And with this release, they've actually chosen to commemorate or collaborate with an Australian hip hop group icon. Maybe not icon yet, but certainly very popular. They're winners of multiple ARIA awards. They set the record for the most #1 albums in Australia. It's of course Hilltop hoods, so let's get right into it. So this special release really starts off with the unboxing experience, and we're not really an unboxing channel. We normally don't feature those kinds of things, but this is totally worth it. So we'll cut to camera 2 as I open this box. You've heard this play many times now. We'll leave it at that for now, but you have a little documentary that plays talking about all of the achievements and having some interviews with the members, and just in there is the watch itself. So let's get into that. Alrighty, so it is the classic GBA 800 shape at a 48.3 millimeters in diameter and 54.8 millimeters lug to lug. So large watch and 15.5 millimeters thick. Some of the other features of this one would be a 3-axis accelerometer that'll do some of your step counts. We've got 5 alarms, a 300 city world timer, connectivity through Bluetooth, so you can pair it up with your phone like we've seen with other Casio releases in the past. And putting it on wrist, I mean, on my 6.1 inch or 15.5 centimeter wrist, it looks a bit ridiculous. It looks like, you know, I'm a 12-year-old kid wearing my dad's watch. But that is sort of the point of a watch like this. It's meant to give off a vibe of ruggedness, of toughness, and it's meant to have a lot of wrist presence. So going over the actual look of this release, we've got a completely blacked out look apart from some purple and white accents. The Hilltop hood's writing on the strap, and there's a Hilltop Hoods logo on the dial as well. And that replaces the normal Bluetooth or step counter writing that the GBA 800 has, which it looks a bit silly sometimes. So I'm glad that they've chosen to omit this for a bit of a cleaner look. We also got stark white hands, which is not what we've seen in earlier G-Shock models that come out with this sort of blacked out treatment. Normally they black out the hands, that limits legibility sometimes, but it works really well with that white logo as well. Furthering that sort of dark look, the actual digital display is inverted, so you've got a black background against lighter text rather than the other way around, as we see with quite a lot of these displays. And this bottom display is where all of your functions will be hidden as well. I've currently got it set to my step counter. I've only done 56 steps today, apparently. I've not been wearing this the whole time. We've been doing some shooting, but it will also display those steps in a histogram throughout the whole day, so you can exactly see how much you've been walking at what parts of the day. So much like Australian hip hop, G-Shocks can also be a bit of an acquired taste. And while this one doesn't really feature any overt branding, the Hilltop Hood's writing on the strap and the logo on the dial might turn away some that would have otherwise enjoyed this sort of black and purple color scheme. But, you know, to each their own. So that's it for today. We thought we'd bring you a piece of Australian culture combined and embodied in a watch. So again, let us know what you're wearing today. Let us know, are you a fan of Australian hip hop? Are there any other music collaborations with watches that you're a fan of? And never forget to like and subscribe.